This is a Hope 1032 podcast.
To She Wasn't Born Yesterday for women who are 40 plus fabulous by the Empty Nest Chicks. I'm Janet Evans, ex-M&C Saatchi advertising creative, who have won numerous radio and TV awards. Not that that'll affect us because we're doing a podcast.
And I'm Dr Amelia Haines, who has been a medical doctor for 30 years and specialising in sexual health and mental health and relationships, and I'm generally a very useful human being.
Well, we'll find out about that, but we are here to work together.
People tell me on good authority that I am.
Really? Yes, well, they never say that to me, so I think we're the perfect hosts for She Wasn't Born Yesterday. Our next episode is about breast cancer and survival and moving forward from it, but also the approach to treatments and diagnosis, which is incredibly encouraging and optimistic.
It is.
We're talking to a breast surgeon called Dr Patsy, and she's amazing. She works at Bankstown Hospital. I mean, it's still a word, I think, words.
Actually, I think maybe it has become sort of almost increasingly scary.
Yes.
It's the go-to kind of charity. It's the go-to.
It's the pink ribbon. Yep. Breast cancer, I think it's still, obviously any kind of cancer still makes people so afraid.
Yeah, cancer, terrible word, like trigger word.
Yes, exactly, yes. And one thing I was thinking, and I don't know if we talked about this in the episode, but is the fact that younger women, if you're diagnosed with breast cancer younger, it seems to be
often more aggressive and scary.
A worse prognosis. Is that true? Or is that
there are many kinds of breast cancer, I think, Janet, and it is true that, and I speak as no expert on this, but slightly more expert than yourself probably on this one, that actually, yes, the ones that are diagnosed earlier do tend to be ones that have a worse, doctor word, prognosis.
Earlier,
like
as in younger. Yeah.
Younger.
So, see, this is interesting because I didn't realise that there was more than one type of breast cancer.
There are many kinds.
Really? Okay. Yes. And they vary in their aggression.
They do.
There's obviously no way that, you can control or, what sort you get. Or,
not at all.
Do they know what causes it?
And
I know I'm putting you on the spot with that.
You totally are. As a non-expert, it's terrible on the spotness. So I am actually not going to say anything too wild at this point. There are lots where they don't.
Yes, okay. Yes.
There are all the kind of genetic ones.
Yes.
But, there are many reasons.
Yeah. The other thing I think that is kind of, there's been a lot of publicity about it, recently and sort of historically, but breast cancer does seem to be that kind of cancer that returns after many years.
Yes, it can
as
do that.
Compared to
a bit
other
like
types.
Melanoma. I know we're talking about breast cancer, but melanoma's like that too. You can have it treated very nicely, really well, and then there'll be nothing in all your...
And you can be in the clear.
Yeah, totally, and in your return tests, beautiful.
Yes.
And then 20 years later,
Man. And obviously the cancer's still there, but it just can't be detected.
It can't be detected,
Man, that's just, why can't we just get rid of all of it?
Well, of course, all of these things are always being looked at in medicine, Janet. All of these things are being looked at all the time. And I even heard, the dogs can even, certain dogs can even smell it earlier than other tests. There are certain cancers.
Is it for real?
Yeah, for real.
Why is it that animals can smell cancer?
Because dogs have amazing olfactory senses. They just really do. But once again, we're talking about breast cancer, not dogs' noses.
Yes.
So back to topic.
But if a dog can smell out a cancer, doesn't everyone want to get that particular kind of dog? A retriever or whatever it is, or...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the specifics
bloodhound.
Of the. I don't know the specifics of the breed.
But is that
reason.
Is that every dog? What about a horse? Or a beaver, or some other kind of animal?
Let's discuss animals one week. Janet, and there are amazing magical abilities.
To sniff out cancers.
Actually, maybe we should. I
No,
think we
I think
actually,
we
I
actually
know I'm
should.
making fun of it, maybe
No.
we should.
I think, I mean, it's
people
fascinating.
love animals.
It is fascinating, and they hate cancer. So there's a real synergy there.
You managed to bring those two things together.
Yes, it's a
Okay,
love-hate
so back
relationship.
to breast cancer.
Breast cancer, yeah. A young friend of mine's going through,
Yes.
Cancer, like was diagnosed out of the blue
Yes.
around Christmas time, which is terrible. Has had the double mastectomy. But
Yes.
it's interesting, on social media, she's journaling her whole experience, and it is so complicated.
Yes, it is.
I didn't realise just how complicated it is in terms of the number of different drugs and then the type of chemo, the type of
Yes.
radiation.
Oh, it's very complicated.
Yeah.
Why do you think
don't
doctors go and study for basically nigh on 20 years before they start to treat it? There's a reason. There's a good reason. Because it's very complicated.
Yeah, but is it more complicated than other types of cancer, do you think? No, okay, right. But so I'm really glad about that, the pink ribbon and all of that foundation. That money goes to research, doesn't it? Yes, yes.
And amazing strides are being made in
Yes.
cancer treatment.
Yes.
Breast cancer, absolutely.
Yes.
And in other cancers as well. Science actually is really all that money and government money and so on is actually strides are being made at a huge rate.
Yes,
Yeah.
And I think Patsy, who we
Not at
talked
the
to,
huge rate that some people would love.
yes,
Yes,
obviously.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, but talking to Dr. Patsy, I thought was surprisingly uplifting because she, it was a
She was a positive,
quite an
competent human.
Yes, and it was quite an optimistic story.
Yes.
It was, much more optimistic than I potentially thought the episode would be because, more women go through breast cancer than any other type of cancer. So it's very prevalent, it is
I hate to be annoying, but bowel cancer is very prevalent too.
in women,
but breast
in women,
cancer,
yes,
in women
right,
too. So
yes.
don't forget about
No,
that.
no, I won't forget about the bowel cancer, but
Yes,
this
yes.
is about breast cancer. And
Yes,
they
we
both start
are.
with B,
We're going to focus on that. So
Yeah.
yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Not many men with breast cancer. They get it too,
Yeah,
but
I've heard
like
that
1%.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just tissue, isn't it? That happens to be there.
Yeah.
But why don't more men get breast cancer, for example?
Well, that can be your research project for your
could do a
PhD.
PhD. Man
Yes, you could.
boobs.
Yes.
Man boobs and the solution.
Yeah.
By the two of
That
us.
sounds like very you, and I can't wait to see you graduating.
Me either. I'm going to wear a plunging neckline, baby, so you can see it all.
Okay.
Oh, okay, right, back on track.
Back on track.
We're talking about breast cancer. We are talking to Dr. Patsy Soon this Thursday. If you know anyone in your family or friend circles,
Which will probably be most
people, I think,
Yeah.
you should definitely listen and take a listen. It's very optimistic. It's a very positive story, and we look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Hope 1032. Thanks for listening.